The minute you realize you have no more respect for your husband, you can be so sure, even if you pray and fast, you will never submit. Respect is the basis. And when you realize you're beginning to talk to your husband the way you talk to your little brother, you can be so sure you will never submit. Never. Once you lose respect for him, forget about submission. He becomes like any other boy in your compound. Submission becomes tough. So we are not in this competition of who earns more, who earns less, who's taking care of much responsibility, who is not. It's simply acknowledging we are in this setup. He is the leader. I am the subject. Accord him the due respect, even when intellectually you feel you're more blessed or endowed than him. Marriage and family must work. Listen to me carefully. It must work not because of the reasons we have, but it must work because of the reasons God, the originator, has. Did I say something? It will not work for the reasons you have. Some of us got into marriage because we wanted to raise children. Now they are there. But marriage is proving to be difficult there. But children are there. That is what we wanted. Some people wanted financial stability. Now they have it. They can't stick through marriage. So it must work not because of the reasons you have, but it must work because of the reasons that God has. And once you understand that reason, you're good to go. What makes you the best parent is that you have produced godly what? Children. And the Lord is entrusting you with that responsibility. I want to repopulate heaven. I entrust you, the man and the woman, to help me bring up a people that are godly. Why is it? Is something have trouble understanding? Why is it if people are sick, we can comfortably say, is there anything too hard for the Lord? When people have financial problems, we can confidently say, there is nothing impossible with the Lord. But when people have marital issues, that one is a little bit difficult for the Lord. People are not willing to fight that battle. No one is willing. That one is too difficult for the Lord, for many of us. Warfare, you don't pray today and expect an answer tomorrow. Because the Lord also must prove your faith. Yes, I have faith. Elizabeth, you said you have faith. I want to prove it. Do you trust me? Because there's a big difference between trust and belief. Most of us believe God, but we don't trust Him. We always told about the richer bit. No one wants to. And every marriage counselor will teach you how to manage finances that you have not created. As a session, this is how you will manage your finance. You're talking to people who are jobless, how to manage finances that are not there. No one ever talks about for poor. And let me tell you, you will not define how your poorer looks like. You have no opportunity to define what sickness will mean to you. Because I always say malaria is sickness, yeah. Cholera is sickness, COVID is sickness, HIV is sickness. You will only stand in the evil day if you're dressed in the whole armor of God. Praying in the Spirit, as Paul calls it, requires that you put on the whole armor of God. God has no comparison. For the simple fact that He's the creator. The devil is a creature. If there's anything to compare, is me and the devil. And I become greater than him because of the power of God that is in me. But you can never compare God to anything. Second to none. There is the freedom and liberty of knowing the reality of things as they are. If I am poor, I will continue to be poor for as long as I am ignorant. The minute I acquire knowledge on how to create wealth, am I liberated? Yes. But there is no day I will become wealthy for as long as I'm not interested in knowledge in wealth creation. I will continue to suffer. The Lord does not even excuse that ignorance, because it is willful ignorance. You cannot profess Christianity and still engage in spiritualism. It doesn't work. Obedience requires that you understand God is one and He is holy. Him alone must be worshipped. You cannot mix Him with another God. So there's no way you'll show up here for divine hour and shamelessly walk out of church to go to Kibra and visit Dr. So-and-so. No one taught us that a man is kept by prayer. If marriage was cleanliness, I tell you, you've not seen clean people. Then clean people would be keeping their marriages. If marriages was good food, chefs would have the best of marriages. If marriage was beauty, celebrities would have the best of marriages. I tell you, marriage is not kept with good food. We are dealing with the devil. We are not dealing with cooking skills. No! Any minute we live in disobedience, the wall of protection is pulled away from us, and Satan has a chance to run our lives. And I've always told women, the most successful way to get someone's husband, simple secret, just find out if his wife is prayerful. If you realize he's not a prayerful woman, that's an easy catch. Go, get. But if you don't do your assignment well and get someone's husband who's a prayer warrior, you're in for death. If you realize that you can forgive people, but you are unable to restore the original relationship with them, you have not forgiven. You're lying to yourself. Forgiveness is a process that begins with reclamation. Okay? You must be able to dissociate someone from their offense. But when God has reclaimed, reconciled, restored, there's one beautiful thing He does at the end. He raises. And we are no longer sinners to Him, but we are saints. For we have been called out of darkness into His marvelous light. He says, forget about it. He was blind, but now he sees. He didn't know, but now he knows. It is not enough to know a bunch of facts about God. You need to experience Him more deeply. You need to experience Him individually. And so you must get sick to know Him as the great physician. Enough of singing that is the great physician. You must get sick. God can only swing into action in our lives when we exercise our faith.